Hey friends, welcome back to The Rogue Educator, where we talk about all things education, wellness, and story. Today, we're going to be talking about how to stock your medicine cabinet so you are prepared for flu season. There's not much worse than coming down with the flu or having your child come down with a hard cold and feeling crummy and being stuck at home with no medicine. So, I'm going to share with you today some of the things that I like to keep on hand during this time of year. Having been a teacher and a mom, I know what it's like to get sick and take care of others who are sick. So, obviously, I'm no medical doctor, but these are just some things that I have found handy to keep at home in my pantry, ready to go starting in October. Okay, first up is for those days when it's just easier to go to work. Having been a teacher, I know there are those days when setting up subplans is just too much, and it's easier to just take some form of Dayquil. Could be the generic brand, could be actual Dayquil, whatever. Keep this at school if you can. I don't know, are you allowed to do that? If you can. If not, keep it at home or in the car, ready to go for those days when you're sick enough that you don't want to be there, but it's just too hard to do the subplans. Dayquil. Oh, by the way, none of this is sponsored. These are just things that I have found helpful over the years of teaching and caring for young children that I just like to have around. So, going along with the Dayquil, it's always good to keep some version of NyQuil on hand. I just keep the generic brand. It's pretty effective. I prefer to take the liquid version. My husband prefers to take the capsule version. It's totally up to you, but really important to keep this on hand because, 8 o'clock rolls around, you're exhausted, you feel crummy, you do not want to go to the store and pick up medicine. So keep it around while you're healthy, and then it's ready to go when you're not. All right, let's see. For children or yourself, always good to keep a little Tylenol or some generic version of that on hand. I have heard that it's better to just let a fever run its course for the most part, but sometimes if it's just running too high and you need it to come down, Tylenol is a good way to go. Again, this is not medical advice. These are things you'll have to take into account for your own family and your own personal health, but just suggestions and good ideas and things that have helped my family. Similarly, some children's Motrin or ibuprofen or something like that. Or for yourself, this is the liquid version. I give it to my daughter. Right now she's got a toothache, which, nobody saw that coming at 4 years old. So I'm glad we have it around. Cough and cold medicine. So Dimetapp, Robitussin, some generic version like that. Always important, especially in the middle of the night when you are awakened by a cough, either yours or someone else's, and everyone just needs to sleep. Okay, this is the natural version of some cough medicine. I have found Zarabee's to be a good brand for our family. This is the baby version, but they make it for children, and they might make it for adults too. But it's all natural, honey, eucalyptus, agave, ivy leaf, things like that there you go. Sorry about the glare. To clear out mucus and just help aid sleep. They have a daytime version and a nighttime version. I have found the nighttime version to be extremely effective in helping my daughter sleep. She struggles to sleep anyway, but it's obviously worse when you have a cough. Okay, obviously we want to have some Kleenex on hand. Especially when we have a hard cold. We can do a little bit of toilet paper or paper towels, but day after day, Kleenex or some version of that is the way to go. All right, the stomach flu. Ugh, the dreaded stomach flu. The stomach flu is obviously tricky and terrifying. I don't know about you, but I have a little bit of a phobia with that particular version of illness. So I try to do everything I can to avoid it. Plus, I'm the mom in the family and or the teacher at school. So it's my job to stay healthy and take care of everybody else who has it. But anyway, these are some things that, are not necessarily scientifically proven, of course, but I have found them to be surprisingly effective in my own fight against the stomach bug. So first and foremost is this handy drink called grape juice, believe it or not. You may have heard this before, but drinking grape juice before you feel nauseous, I drink it maybe 3 times a day, just a little like 6-ounce glass worth, can help neutralize bacteria or something like that in your stomach. Obviously, you don't want to give this to somebody who is already throwing up, especially a child, because grape juice is purple and you probably don't need that in your house right now in the regurgitated version. Anyway, so grape juice, just keep it in the pantry, ready to go. If someone in your family comes down with a stomach bug, start drinking this and see what happens. And I hope it is as effective for you as it has been for me. No guarantees, but it's better than nothing, right? Similarly, I take activated charcoal. This says, how are you supposed to take this? Oh, take 2 capsules after meals as needed. That's for adults. This is probably not a child-friendly supplement. But again, take it before you feel nauseous because this is black, which is kind of like dark purple. We don't need that. Nobody needs that in their house coming up backwards. So keep this around in your pantry for when you need to be the healthy one. Also, if you are into more natural remedies and or essential oils, that type of thing, you can use Young Living has a Vitality, which means you can ingest it, a Vitality oil called Digize, and you can either put a drop of this in a cup of water and drink that. Just make sure it's in a glass cup, not plastic. Or you can mix it with a carrier oil like coconut oil or something and rub it on your stomach or on the stomach of somebody else who is sick. I haven't tried this a whole lot, but I've heard that it's effective. And if you like the natural route and are like me and willing to do pretty much anything to avoid throwing up, I suggest this. And then, of course, after the fact, if you do happen to come down with the stomach bug, keep some chicken broth on hand. It helps keep you a little bit hydrated and things like that, and helps you get some nutrients and stuff back into your body. I don't have any of this on me right now, but Gatorade/Pedialyte are really good for hydration in the midst of the stomach bug. Ginger ale can also help stave off the nausea a little bit. It's funny. I hate Gatorade in regular life because it reminds me of being sick to my stomach. But when I'm sick to my stomach, that's literally all I want. So Gatorade and ginger ale, and Pedialyte for young children. And then lastly, the last thing I have over here is another essential oil, and this is called Thieves. It's another one from Young Living. And you can use this to diffuse if you have a diffuser, and it can kind of help clear the air of germs and just restore some health back to the atmosphere in your house. And the Vitality version also can be ingested in a glass of water. So again, this is not medical advice, which I think I've said like 6 times, but I hope you find something useful in this, and remember to stock up your medicine and natural supplements before you are sick so that you don't have to be going to the store when you feel crummy. So I'm wishing you a happy and healthy flu season for you and your classroom and your family, and I'll see you in my next video.